Good afternoon, San Antonio, and welcome to the Happy Handyman Show. I'm Trudy Chook, broadcasting live from Johnny Chook's Home and Hardware. We're located at 2361 Northwest Military Highway, which is about 2 miles north of Loop 410, right past the light at Lock Hill, Selma. If you're listening to the show for the first time, let me tell you what you're going to hear about. You're going to hear about a lot of home maintenance. We're going to talk about some things right now that you need to get ready for, like pests out in the yard and odors and smells, getting ready for Mother's Day, what you can do about that. I want to tell you about some of the new products that we just got in to the store. Went to 3 hardware shows in 2 weeks. I went to the ACE show that was local. I went to the Do It Best show, and then I went to the National Hardware show. And so we really found a bunch of new things to bring into the store. Some things there I'm going to talk to you about today that are not brand new. However, I hadn't been able to get them in a while, and so found them at the ACE Hardware show, and they were more than happy to let me buy from them and bring them in. Let's see. Let me tell you about an event that we're going to have next week. We're going to have our Mamas and Mimosas, which, as you can tell, is about Mother's Day. We're going to have mimosas that day. We're going to have some special sales. Select apparel is going to be 40% off. All Trap Home fragrances will be 40% off, and that's your favorite, the orange vanilla. With any Glass House fragrance, and if you don't know about Glass House is a candle line that we have, and they have branched out to do personal fragrance. They have beautiful stuff, even for the inside of your car. If you haven't seen it, come on by and let us show you. And we're going to be doing gifts with a purchase of $70 or more. You get a free perfume sample and a free Hamptons candle. We're going to have our wheel where you can spin on the wheel, and there'll be discounts and prizes and discounts. And with your purchase of $75 or more that day, you get another free gift bag full of gift. So it's one of our biggest things we do besides our Ladies' Night event during Christmas is our Mother's Day event. It's huge for us, and we love doing it. So be sure, if you don't have anything on your calendar. I also want to include that we will have 2 guests. We have Hill Country Rocks, and that is the gentleman, his name is Shane, and he brings beautiful costume jewelry in. I mean, it is absolutely gorgeous, especially if you like a lot of color. He'll have beautiful pieces in, things that kind of look like Brighton, things that have diamonds all the way around. They're just really pretty and super reasonably priced. And then a new vendor I have never brought in before, but I think you're gonna love her. She's called Coronas of Texas. She does she does flower arrangements, silk flower arrangements, and they are beautiful. So if you always thought about giving your mom some flowers for Mother's Day, but then was kind of disappointed that they only last for a few days, you want to come by and take a look at Coronas and look at the beautiful flowers that your mom will have forever. Okay? All right, so let's talk about what we just got in that's new. And that product is called Fresh Wave. Now, Fresh Wave is a product that we have had a long time ago. Only in the original fragrance, because that's all they did. But when I went to the ACE show, lo and behold, they not only had the original, which is a very pine-based formula. When you open it up, you can definitely smell the pine in it. Oh, you're wondering, what's Fresh Wave? Fresh Wave is a way to get rid of odors in your home, in your closets, in your kids' athletic tennis shoes, backpacks, whatever, in your car, wherever there is an odor, Fresh Wave can take care of it. And Fresh Wave is all natural. There's no chemicals in it, and so that was one of the reasons that I liked having Fresh Wave. I did a whole end cap earlier this week, and it's all about getting rid of odors. And at the top is our new Fresh Wave, and then we put the air sponges in because those are wonderful. And then at the bottom we have BioZap, which is a great way to get rid of odor. So let's talk about the first one. Let's talk about Fresh Wave. We have always had Fresh Wave in the original. Oh, and I forgot to tell y'all, we are also on Facebook Live right now. So if you want to catch the replay later, just go out to our Facebook page, which is Johnny Chook's Home and Hardware. It'll have the little book on it. That way you know you're in the right one, and you'll see the post. Okay, Fresh Wave, it comes in a gel container like this, and you literally open it up, and those of you that are watching on Facebook, you can see the beautiful top to it. And you just open it up and leave it in the room. It's little gel beads all on the inside. This one is, and these things are plant-based. So I told you there's a very strong, mainly you smell pine in this, okay? There's a lot of other things that are in it. And how they got their start was they would work on, they tackled, I would say, some of the toughest odors in some of the smelliest places, like landfills, power plants, wastewater treatment. One day I need to tell y'all the story about my dad and what he used to have to do as far as wastewater in Universal City, because my grandfather started building in Universal City, and he had to have a water plant, and it was my dad's job to take care of it. Let me tell you, when Dad went out there to take care of that, we wouldn't even let him in the house afterwards, okay? And it's a long story. I'll have to tell y'all all about it. Okay, so Fresh Wave comes in original. Now they have two other fragrances. They have lemon Fresh Wave, which of course you can smell more lemon in it, okay? It's beautifully packaged. They really are nice. And then not only do they have the odor gel, okay, they also have a spray, an air spray. They have little pellets, like if you wanted to put them in your shoes, your kids' shoes. And remember, this is all natural. You don't have to worry about you're putting a chemical in their shoes for them to be slipping their feet in later. This is all natural. You can, they're little, I like to call them little pearl packs. They used to call them that a million years ago, and they don't call them that anymore. Or you could just put it in their backpack, or tell them to put it in their locker at school, or slip one in their closet. So they're just, they come in this gel, they come in the packs, they come in the air spray, they come in a laundry detergent, and there's one more thing that comes in. I forgot to bring them all up front with me. And then yesterday, when we were taking all the Fresh Wave out, the lavender. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. And still, beautiful fragrance, gorgeous packaging, and yet you get this wonderful lavender smell that does such a good job as far as taking care of odor. So that's the new product that we got in from Fresh Wave, and it is going to be all in an end cap. You'll see the Delete Germ, and then you see the Fresh Wave, or it's the Fresh Wave and the Delete Germ. I can't remember what, but you cannot miss it. Just like if you're watching on Facebook right now, you cannot miss these great little blouses that I have back behind me. So easy to wear, so comfortable for summertime. And we have them in a lavender, we have them in a yellow, and this great little dress that is a great length for Mother's Day or for church, for any holiday. Gives you a nice little sleeve, and it's got little black detail on it. It would look great with a pair of sandals. So, and then in a little while, I'm going to show you the new yellow box that we got in. All right, so let me tell you, I told you where we're located, 2361 Northwest Military Highway. Our hours are 8 to 6:30 today, and I'm going to be here till 6:30. If you have a question about something that I'm talking about right now, you can come by, and I'll be here at the store till 6:30. I'm also here tomorrow 11 to 5. So if you want to come by and you have a question, I'm going to be here to answer them, especially about some of this new stuff that we got in. All right, and then, what was I telling? Okay, all right, so, and our website is happyhandyman.com. You can go out there, you can see this and all kinds of other things. Anything that I'm talking about today, you'll be able to buy out there and have it shipped to your house in case you don't live in San Antonio. All right, so project for the week. Get ready for Mother's Day. All right, we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna have an event next week. But let me show you some of the new things that we got in for Mother's Day. We got in. Consuela did their biggest drop ever, and the purse that I'm showing right now is a turquoise color. It's called a Uptown, and an Uptown is a crossbody that is all one piece. It has a built-in credit card and ID on the inside. It's all you would need to carry. Zippers on the outside. This one is all leather, and like I said, it has a lot of detail on it, and it's only $2.15. And then another new one, they came out with a bunch of new different styles and patterns. The next one is a downtown crossbody Vanessa, which is an animal print in a black background and pastels. And it is absolutely beautiful, and this one is $145. It's a great size. It's got a nice flat bottom. It's made out of Consuela cloth, and you just can't hardly damage it at all. If you get anything on it, you can wipe it off. They're a great line, and of course, inspired right here in Texas, and so it's just a nice gift, okay? What's another gift that you can get if you're getting prepared for Mother's Day? The new yellow box that we got in, the one that I'm showing you right now is, or that let me tell you about on air, is a Birkenstock inspired with lots of blingy detail on it. I don't know if you've looked at Birkenstocks lately. They're a lot of people's favorite because of the comfort, but this one, I was going to get some for my daughter, and Birkenstocks are almost up to $200 now. And this one is $80. Beautiful shoe, very comfortable. Anybody would love to have it. Now, if you have a small foot and you struggle with how to wear a flip-flop, which Yellow Box is known for, that's how they started. They have a 3-strap flip-flop sandal, and it's an elevated sandal, has a little bit of a heel on it, and the 3-strap gives you a whole much more secure setting in it. So if you have a problem with that, come on in and take a look of these new Yellow Box, and they're about the same price as the Birkenstock inspired ones. So these are great gifts. Another great gift is the new glass house. It comes in a new flavor and a new fragrance, and the detail on the glass is absolutely beautiful. Hey Cindy, how are you? It's nice to hear from you. Cindy is saying hi on Facebook. Nora Fleming is always a great gift idea for the women in your life. They have just so many things that you can put as far as personalizing Nora Fleming. Also, Fresh Cut Paper. Fresh Cut Paper came out with these adorable, if you haven't seen Fresh Cut Paper is a flat card that you can send in the mail, and then it looks like cut out flower bouquet. And then when you get it, the person that you send it to, they open it up and it's this beautiful flower display, and it'll last, I mean, for a long time. More than just a card. They all come with a card, but they're beautiful. If you probably have seen them a lot on your Facebook feed. Well, they also came with like little pets. Like we have a poodle that looks exactly like Max, and then a little Boston Terrier, a pug, a couple of cats. And the cute part about these things is you can add all the detail on, sunglasses, flowers, all kinds of things. It's a funny, cute, adorable line that you will not see anywhere. So that's another thing that you could give Mom for Mother's Day. The new Lalia, they have a new fragrance out in Lalia, and we have it here also, beautifully packaged with navy blue. It's gorgeous. Okay, so those are just some ideas. Come on by the store. We would love to help you with that, and don't miss the event for next week. All right, so what's some things that for the project of the week? And I thought long and hard about this. I kind of changed the way I did the show up a little bit. A lot of times my show was based on just questions that I got on email or in the mail or people calling me. And I decided that maybe we should have a project for the week. And maybe you write these things down. So the project for the week right now, it's early, but if you've been outside, because I have been, you'll notice that you're getting some mosquito activity. So right now is a great time to get right on top of it. And I want to show you a couple of things, 3 or 4 things that you can do to get right on top of it, because in another month, it'll be big. And we're going to have rain in the next week, 2 or 3 days, and that will really promote this activity. So, what's something that you can do? One of the best things that you can do is a Dynatrap. I have Dynatraps here in the store, and Dynatraps have really kind of changed technology from when we first got them. When we first got them, what attracted a mosquito to a Dynatrap, and it is a trap. It can be anywhere from about 12 inches to 24 inches high. It has a motor in it with a fan that makes like a sound like your computer fan does. They are attracted to the trap because of the light. Now it used to be, it was a light, and the coating on the inside of the trap mimicked carbon dioxide, which is what we exhale. And so they were attracted to that. But now it is just the light, and they have, I guess, a little more powerful motor on it, and it sucks them down into this basket where they dry out and die. Now, Dynatraps, you want to put them about 20 feet away from where you want to be. Now, the thing with Dynatrap is you do have to have electricity. It's not battery operated. We do have some things that are like thermocell, I think that's what they're called, but they're only good for about 15 feet, but I do have them here. So in case you just had a small patio area and you just wanted it just for that area. But Dynatrap will take care of anything between a ½ acre and a full acre. They have 2 sizes. You plug it in, you leave it on 24 hours until, like I have mine plugged in right now, and I will leave it plugged in until about the 1st of November. That's how it works. You want it working 24/7. It attracts the female mosquitoes. They're the only ones that bite. The males do not bite. And once you get rid of the female population, well, that's the end of your mosquito problem. Like I said, you want to put it about 20. They say 40. I've never had to put it that far away from my house. I put it 20 feet away from my house. I have a small garden home. I get away with a ½ acre. Now, if you do not have a place where you can put something that needs electricity, then there's a couple of other things that you can do. One is mosquito beater. Mosquito beater is a quick and easy to apply granule that you put down in the grass, put it out wherever you want to be, and it will kill mosquitoes. This doesn't repel, this will kill. But this is not something that you do it one time and it's over. You'll need to do it about every 2 or 3 weeks. 2 weeks when we get into the real heat of the summer, or 2 weeks if we have a lot of rain. And you just shake it out into the area that you're going to be around. And it does say it's a repellent, but it also will get rid of them too. So this gallon size that I'm holding in my hand will take care of about 4,000 square feet. Now, they also make a liquid that you can hook up to your hose that I don't have in stock yet, but I will on Tuesdays. And it's the most reasonably priced one out there on the market. It's under $20. You spray it in your yard. It works the same way. It repels mosquitoes. It'll do about 4,000 square feet, and it's just real easy to do with your hose, okay? So that's one way. And now another way, which is just your normal way, is with citronella. Now, I know that some people don't like the smell of citronella, but this one is not bad. It's made by Tiki Torch, and there's a lot of ways that you can use it. One of my favorite ones is to have a little Tiki Torch table lamp, which those of you watching on Facebook right now can tell they come in pretty jewel tone colors, and you just light it and leave it out on the table, and it will keep mosquitoes away. And just like a lot of things, it's good for about 15 to 18 feet circular, okay? So good for around the table. And then another thing is the Spartan mosquito, okay? They call them Protect now. I've found that they work well. My customers that buy them never tell me they don't work. If you look out on the internet, you'll see a lot of things out there that say they don't work that well. I have never found that. I really haven't. I would not even bring it into the store if I didn't think it worked. And it's so simple. You're going to get 2 tubes on the inside of the box. Each tube will cover about a ½ acre. On the inside of the tube, there's several things, mainly yeast. You add water, you shake it. The yeast will attract the mosquitoes. They go inside, and with the salts that are in there, they die, okay? Same kind of thing, you're gonna put them up in the trees, okay? About 20 feet away from where you are. And because you do not want them to get confused, you'll have more mosquito activity wherever these are. And I think they're reasonably priced. You get 2 of them for about $39, and they'll last for 30 days. So for maybe to go the whole summer, it might cost you $70, $80. And you don't have to have any electricity. You don't have to watch them. You can sometimes make them last a little bit longer by adding a little water to them. I have found that they do a real good job, okay? And there's just super simple and reasonably priced. Now, if you need something personally, Medela Naturals. It's a little green bottle. It's got lemongrass oil in it. but it has this little hint of vanilla. And so that makes it where you don't smell like a lemongrass tree or bush, okay? And it does an excellent job. You can use it on your pets. Like if I'm gonna go out and walk right now, and Max and I walk down to the park and we'll get mosquitoes, I will use this on me, and then I'll put it on my hands and I will rub it across Max. And it doesn't bother him, he doesn't lick it, he's not sensitive to it. You can also put it on children and it works really well. If you buy one of these, just ask me if I have some little sample sizes, and I'll grab it in the back for you, and you can stick one in your purse or in your pocket or in the truck or in your car. So it's just an excellent product that does a great job. Super reasonably priced. This one that's 2 ounces is $5.99. Okay? All right. Let me tell you where we're located again, and to remind you about our event that we're going to have next week. So we're going to have our Mother's Day event next week. Be sure and come by. It's a great time to get a great gift and have mimosas with us. We're located at 2361 Northwest Military Highway. The store is going to be open today till 6:30, and I will be here along 11 to 5 tomorrow, and I'll be here tomorrow. So if you have a question, please feel free to come by. The phone number here is 210-341-1573, and that's it for this week, folks. It's time for you to roll up your sleeves and get busy on some of these projects that we've been talking about. But by all means, you remember one thing, it's always a great day to paint. See you next week.